Hi, I'm Lisa Shaffer. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer for Salt Lake City Corporation. Salt Lake City hasn't had this position since 2008, and the mayor has asked me to take on this role in order to translate her policy direction into all of the departments. The Chief Administrative Officer is more internally focused, and the Chief of Staff to the mayor is more externally focused. And so when that position collapsed into one in 2008, what was missing is probably a focus on the internal workings of the city and more of a focus on the external workings. And that was a function of budget and just a really difficult economic downturn in 2007 and 2008 that necessitated some collapsing of roles within the city. What residents should expect is that the inner workings of City Hall need to be efficient and to operate at their optimum in order to be responsible to them as taxpayers for the services that we provide. And so what they should expect from me is that I will coordinate all of the different departments to make sure that they are doing their job in the best way they can possibly do it, in the most efficient way they can possibly do it, in order to deliver the services that they're paying for as taxpayers. So far, my days have been spent really learning about the needs of the department and how they can best execute any mayoral directive. And so the information from the departments floating up is massive and overwhelming, and the information that we're trying to disseminate down from a policy perspective is still in its infancy and being formed. And so right now, a lot of my day is spent taking the mayor's 100-day plan, taking the first year plan, and finding ways to plug in those policy directives into the departments, while also listening to them and being responsive to them about what they need. We're also entering into the budget season, and so I'm fielding questions from departments about budget needs and budget asks and budget directive, and all of that really is policy driven. And so I am translating what the mayor wants to do with her budget into their work groups, and hopefully that helps them formulate a more effective budget. What residents care about are things like, when's my street gonna be repaved? When is my park lawn gonna be mowed? Why is my ball field kind of trashy, but this other one is good? When is my garbage gonna be collected? And how can I know when those things are being done efficiently and effectively? And how can I know that the taxpayer dollars that I'm giving to the city are being used for the purposes that I want them to be used for? And so I am actually working on an initiative to make sure that we can have that kind of transparent dialogue, so to speak, with residents about how their initiatives are being executed throughout City Hall and throughout all of our departments. There are a few ways in which citizens are asked to participate, and we always encourage ground level participation. So get involved in your community council meetings, in your community councils, volunteer, show up to council meetings. The mayor has scheduled time to meet with residents where they can be heard. And in the future, actually right now we have Open City Hall where we can have a dialogue with residents online, and oftentimes there will be surveys. And I just encourage our residents to participate in every way possible. We use that data and we use that feedback to help make informed decisions for them.